Hello everyone, this is Super Comic Girl and I'm back with another video. So in today's video, this is sort of a replacement video for my comic book review because for some really unknown reason I can't, it won't process. It will upload but it won't process. And it needs to process in order for it to do those little checks. So I don't know what is going on. So I'm really hoping that this will go through, and I hope that you enjoy it. Now, before I begin with the video, one of my favorite comic books that I loved was Witchblade, and I still love Witchblade. I think Witchblade was a great comic. It had a good run. I was a fan of the anime that came out years ago, and it was just the idea of this gauntlet that had all of this power and it had this history and everything. And I remember when a new Witchblade comic would come out, I would always be at the comic book shop to pick it up. So I didn't even know the Witchblade run had ended, and I was really disappointed to find out that there wasn't going to be any more. So, when I went back to collecting comics last year, I decided, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get Witchblade. And so, I actually have the first issue of Witchblade. And I got this at Pop's Comics back in June. And in all honesty, I never went back there to get the other ones. I do have a couple. I think I got 4 issues of Witchblade. So I'm going to go ahead and do a review of Witchblade issue number 1. Now, for people that may not know the history of the Witchblade is male in origin. And only a woman can wield it. Now, a man has wielded it, but only for a very short time. It's also very picky about who it chooses to bond with. So there's Sarah Panizzi. She's a detective with the New York Police Department. She is really, what I really like is how she moves very fluidly, which is really awesome. And she's an overall just one of those kick-ass characters that they used to draw back in the 90s. And now you just have characters that you hope are good. But in the 90s, they produced some of the best comic book characters that you could not get away with publishing now. But yeah, this was back when, you were able to have these really great stories that were fun to read. And I won't be absolutely certain about this. In today, you could never ever have a image of a woman who literally got microwaved from the inside out. And there she is in her full Witchblade. Yeah. But I really did love Witchblade. And one of the things I did love about it was it had a strong female character. She didn't give a shit about what you thought about her. She didn't need a man around to help her. And this is not she's a feminist and all this stuff. It was just how strong of a character they created. And because she had gone through all this training and everything. But Witchblade issue number 1 is probably one of my favorite issues because it does introduce us to, at the time, the current wielder of the Witchblade. And then, of course, you had Tales of the Witchblade that came out later on that gave us a more in-depth backstory to the blade and to all the people that had wielded it. But I still remember the inserts on previews with like the pirate queen that wore the Witchblade, and yeah. But it just amazes me about how much time has passed since this comic came out. It came out in what was it? I'm gonna just put it up here so we can find it. No, it doesn't have the November. So so this came out in November. So I am going to do reviews of these individual issues, mainly because this is just such an awesome series, and I just really want people to see it and to enjoy it. I will be going back to the comic book store to get other issues of Witchblade, but also go on eBay and get the in-between, the issues that they don't have. So I will be seeing you guys around. And, oh, by the way, I almost forgot, 5 stars. It's a great first issue. So see you guys around. Bye.